Morning, y'all. Overfeeding at the, I'm gonna call it the EG pasture. Got 5 cows, 5 calves, and 1 yearling bull. Just fed them. Everybody's looking pretty good. My only problem is that bull keeps trying to get in there with my calves where I put their creek feed. So I'm gonna have to tighten up the hole as soon as the calves get through eating. I just don't want to spook them. They've been going real in there real good, and I don't want to mess that up. So just gotta wait for them to clean up what I gave them. Pretty good. I don't know if you can see them. The sun's in a weird spot this morning. Up in this guy. All right, so they all got out of here and tightened up the opening where they can come into here and get their feed without the grown cows running them off. I had it about 6 inches wider a minute ago, and I just pulled it closer to this barn here where the opening's a lot smaller. It's probably about 20 inches wide or so. So maybe that'll keep that bull from getting in here and getting that feed from them calves. All right, so now that all the cattle are taken care of this morning that are over here, I'm going to head back to the house. I'm gonna unbox something, show y'all what I'm fixing to start doing. All right, y'all, so here's what I bought. Check it out. This is the Hornady Lock and Load Classic Kit. So what I'm doing is gonna start reloading my own ammunition, since right now it's getting harder and harder to get at the store. Every time you go, the shelves are empty and all that kind of stuff. Of course, getting the supplies to reload is not that easy either, but at least you'd have it on hand if you wanted to load up some rounds and, you know, go target shooting, or just to have on hand, you know. So let's see what's inside this bad boy. That's to the powder thrower. Looks like a product catalog 2020 Hornady. Showing the press, the classic metallic press. Couple of cool stickers, looks like. I guess showing that you're a Hornady owner. So let's set that aside. Okay, next we have the actual press itself. Hornady press. Looks like it has 2 bolt holes for mounting here and here. When I say mounting, I'm talking about on a workbench or wherever you're going to do your actual reloading. So this is the press. Has a spot on the top where you put your dies and for your actual reloading stuff. Of course, that's for the handle. Like I said, the mounting holes. It's pretty heavy. Feels like cast steel. All right. Next we have a tray. I don't know if you can even read what it says on there. Hornady universal loading tray. So I'm assuming you load your cartridges probably with primer and powder and set a bullet in each one of these little things, and then that way you have a system while you're loading it up, loading the actual round itself. Let's see. A piece of I'm gonna have to, of course, read instructions and see what all this stuff is, but got this little doohickey. I think it has something to do with the primer, putting a primer into a new case, the case that you're loading. So we got that. Small funnel for powder and whatnot. Another strange looking apparatus that I do not know what it does yet, but we will find out. A set of digital scales for weighing powder. Of course, they got the Hornady logo on them. Let's see what else we got down here. Okay, these are the bushings. Looks like there's a set of 3 of them. They actually slip into the top of the press that I showed you a minute ago, and then they have threads on the inside where you screw the die into that for whatever function you're performing as you reload. Let's see what else. Oh, this is a deburring tool for before you reload a shell case, you deburr it and get it all prepped and ready for a new charge and a new bullet. Okay, we've got a book, a hardback book, Hornady Handbook of Cartridge Reloading. This is the 10th edition, and I'm assuming that this will just tell you basically all the different calibers. Say for instance, 223 Remington, it'll tell you what kind of powder, what kind of velocity you can get with the amount of powder that you put, and I'm sure it has hundreds and hundreds of different calibers that you can do, so pretty cool. Knowledge is key here, folks. Let's see what else is in here. A can of One Shot Hornady case lube. This is so you can lube your shell cases as you're reloading them. That way they don't get bound up in the dies and things while you're doing the reloading process. There's a box that has, hold on a second, tape shut. Apparently it is wired together or stapled. Yeah, it's stapled. Hold on a second. Okay, this is a primer tray for putting your primers in. Keep them organized as you do the reloading process. Handheld priming tool. Okay, this is part of the little apparatus that's going to hold the primers as you reload. Okay, 2 batteries, and it looks like a little arm for hanging something off of it. I do not know yet what it does. This is also part of the equipment that you use to put the new primer in the shell case, in the bullet case. Here we have a powder. This holds your powder as you reload your bullets. Has a arm here that you can actually moves up and down that lets the powder fall from out of this hopper at the top down through there and into the shell case. The handle for the press, I'll show you where it screws probably in another later video. Okay, so the rest was just an empty box. So that's the unboxing of the Hornady Lock and Load Classic Kit. So that's the entire contents of the box. Should be everything I need to get started except for the dies and the actual bullets and cases and primers and powder. Hope to start reloading some ammo here pretty soon. I know there's going to be a lot to learn on the process of doing it, but got to start somewhere. So pretty cool. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. When I ask you, please like and subscribe and become part of the herd. Also, don't forget to head over to flyingbarl.com. Get branded over there with official Flying Bar L merchandise. There's some different things on there too. Just go check it out. Till next time. Whoop whoop.